Welcome to BrainSell's Growth Enablement Guide for Change Management, covering a stage 2, which is the change itself. If you missed the previous videos, feel free to go back. We covered why change management is important. Then we covered stage 1 of unfreezing and really understanding where the change is coming. So change management. Changing and transitioning is stage 2. So as we mentioned with Lewin's model of change management, we have to first unfreeze, and then we're in the process when everything's fluid of actually conducting that change, whatever it may be. So you want to identify a change management partner. Again, this person would be the person that's really spearheading, understanding who is going to be impacted by the changes coming, making sure that internal change management communications are going out at the appropriate times. We touched on this a little bit in the previous video. Now you need to start preparing for supporting those who are actually impacted. So in the preparing for change, we identify the stakeholders that are going to be impacted. Now it's time to put an action plan to support those individuals. Communication is a key way to support, but it's not sufficient in supporting change in general. So we want to make sure that we're putting into place what's coming for training, coaching, mentorship, any kind of supporting documentation or resources, and really preparing everyone who's on the periphery or directly impacted by the change to understand what's coming and how they're going to actually be working and operating in that change. That's also going to be able to help date in key milestones and really identify those dates and key milestones. We also want to acknowledge that change sometimes isn't just identifying a new process or new technology and adjusting to that, but there might be a cultural shift that's happening underneath the surface when there's change internally, and really acknowledging and setting up the expectations with your team about change being a process, change being a little bit challenging to adjust to at first, and really understanding as a leadership team what level of change management are you going to expect, and what is the adoption rate and the pace of adoption that you're going to expect from your team, and ensuring that they know that you're expecting that there might be some bumps on the road as they adjust to this new process and change, and being okay with that. So that might mean with a new CRM, folks might be logging things in a way that there was a little bit older or now outdated in terms of the process, but we want to make sure that we're setting up support, coaching, training to get them into that new rhythm as quickly as possible, but also acknowledging that there might be some of those bumps along the way. We also want to identify change pioneers. Who within your organization is going to be able to cheerlead this new change that's coming into place, that's going to be able to help be a point person or mentor for folks that are joining new. Really think about that change management aspect of those change pioneers. So this is just a couple pointers on how to navigate the change itself when it's in flight. But if you go on to the next video, you'll be able to see a little bit about rephrasing and getting folks to actually that adoption point. All right, thank you.